Hi, my name is Amidou Sorbo, reporting on an OED project that we conducted in Burkina Faso about promoting education in internally displaced communities. The project came about because of a series of violence that the country has been undergoing for the past 7 years, where it's very common to hear or to see in the news an attack happening somewhere in the country. And this map here depicts a bit the situation with over half the country being marked unsafe because of a series of attacks happening there. And so one sector that is being particularly impacted is the education sector, where over 6,000 schools have closed in the past 7 years, and education actors being purposefully targeted and killed. So we designed and submitted a project proposal in the last year's call with the aim of alleviating the trauma in the children in these communities as a result of the violence, stimulating them the will to learn and stay in school, and expose them to a world where the differences are celebrated. So we assembled a team of six researchers initially from different backgrounds and different areas with a budget of a bit over 9,000 euros. We specifically targeted four SDGs, namely about promoting quality education, promoting gender equality, specifically in STEM fields, reducing inequalities, and promoting peace and justice. We targeted two schools where we selected a bit over 300 children. And these schools are located in these communities or in areas where the density of internally displaced people is quite high. And so before we implement the project, we conducted a series of face-to-face interviews with the children, where we heard from them firsthand what some of the difficulties and challenges are, and also interviews that will help us evaluate their psychological and social state. And so the activities themselves during the project were designed to be fun, and because the goal is not to teach about astronomy, but to use astronomy to impact and to promote education. So we wanted to make it fun for them, fun to learn basically. So the content was diverse. We had a bit of everything: observing the sun, building and using a sundial, building a solar system, and we designed different experiments to demonstrate the occurrence of day and night, and to make them see the phases of the moon, to show them, demonstrate lunar and solar eclipses, and so on. And in each school, at the end of the activities, we conducted a stargazing session for them to look through a telescope and see the different objects in the sky. And so what we learned from all this, and what we think that we accomplished, is to make them excited about school and be willing to stay in school or go back to school. We also contributed to alleviate a bit the trauma, because you could see the fun on their faces. It's like it was wonderful. There are cases that we detected, especially a particular case that caught our attention, and where we provided and we teamed up with a team of psychologists to follow up on that case. We also think that we raised awareness on the need for mental treatment, especially for these children, because most projects that are conducted them is basically, they are not designed to put a stress on that. It's mostly providing them with the basic needs. And we also, took the occasion to reinforce the notion of peace. And we think that this is something that will make a lasting impact. So this is briefly what the project was about. Yeah, thank you for your attention, and I hope we will have time for questions.